I fell in love with music, not the music business.
There always seems to be like a hint of debauchery involved.
Welcome back to the show.
2 years in a row, Artist of the Year. How does that feel?
This is a new thing. I'm just super excited for this.
Are we going to hit the road, do any touring, or how are you going to get out there promoting the album? They're scrappy. They want to make something happen.
A community centered around a radical love of music. That community is Soul Seed.
Check. Welcome. My name is HeyZeus. We are here in Niles, Michigan. I'm by way of South Bend, Indiana, 574. Shout out to the home team. Yeah, it goes back in the day when I was young. Yeah, back in the day when I was young. Back in the day when I was young. Way back. Back in the day when I was young, not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Wish I was a kid again. Yeah, wish I was a kid again. Wish I was a kid again. Yeah, wish I was a kid again. Wish I was a kid again. Don't we all? Wish I was a kid again. Wish I was a kid again. Yeah, shout out Power Ranger Kimberly. We have beautiful memories. Still in love with your energy. I hit Juba for Hennessy, for Tamara and Tia. It's for Ashley and Hillary. If I do ever see him, I'm a poems from Tennessee, honey. Hope you remember me, honey. Coach, you been digging me. Wait, wanted to do it like you and go off and live with some bunnies. Nah, I only vision me and you leaving the country. Check the view when it's sunny, looking beautiful, honey. I'm trying to frame that. Whoa, local cutie on the wave track. I see what the game lacks. City got my name tag. Yeah, Zeus keep it so 100 and then winning brought some change back. Really can't explain facts. Nah, when it made the players safe to say they had to pay tax, had to take them way back. I'm talking back in the day. Now let me tell you about my actual ways. It goes, I remember way back when. Southside where we stay back then. Southside where we stay back then. Come on. I remember way back when. Remember way back when. Southside where we stay back then. Southside where we stay back then. Come on. Back in the day when I was young. Way back. Back in the day when I was young. Come on. Yeah, it goes back in the day when I was young. Way back. Back in the day when I was young, not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Yeah, I wish I was a kid again. Was a kid again. I wish I was a kid again. Me, I wish I was a kid again. Was a kid again. Yeah, I wish I was a kid again. Yeah, I wish I was a kid again. Was a kid again. Yeah, I wish I was a kid again. Yeah, I wish I was a kid again. Was a kid again. Yeah, shout out Lizzie and Laura. I forever adore you. What she's thinking before about how the muses are gorgeous. It's for women like Brandy that just wanna be down. Take that queen to the Grammys, have her tweak all the sound. We were smoking in cars, singing notes like the bars. Hit a stroke when she paused it, little more when she lost it. We was deep in the bar, it was good like a charger. Went from moving precautious, now we dancing with stars. It's like, wait, let me frame that. Y'all, local cutie on the wave track. I see what the game lacks, city got my name tag. Zeus keep it so 100 and then winning brought some change back. Really don't explain facts. Nah, when it made the players safe to say they had to pay tax, had to take it way back. I'm talking back in the day. Now let me tell you about the actual ways it goes. I remember way back when. Southside where we stay back then. Southside where we stay back then. I remember way back when. I remember way back when. remember way back when, Southside where we stay back then, Southside where we stay back then, where we stay back then, and I wish I wasn't kidding.
Hey Zeus!
What's up?
Welcome to Theory One Studio, and thank you for that awesome performance.
Thank you. It was amazing. I got some to express my vocal chops a little bit.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I love the setup out here. This is one of the coolest studio experiences I've ever had. So,
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, we are glad to welcome you back to Niles for various projects. Been lucky enough to work with you on a few things here in Niles and draw you out of the South Bend scene up to our side of the border.
I love it up here. It's really cool. It's very welcoming.
Yeah,
it's very welcoming. Yeah, I'm always nervous to perform or do things in new places for the first time, but Niles is definitely at the top of the list of most welcoming places. So
Definitely.
It's been amazing.
Our goal up here, we're just trying to take that what's going on with the South Bend scene and just kind of merge it with what's going on in the Nile scene and just have one big happy family of great stuff.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah,
I feel like there's so much talent around between the two places that it makes it easier to grow. Combining two really small cities that just have so many genres of music and a lot of cool people that need to work together, need to see oh man, I need to connect with such and such, and we can really do incredible things. So it's been great a lot recently for sure.
Well, you're already out there doing it because we've got of course Homegrown Hype. South Bend is it South Bend Don't Break, right?
South Bend Don't Break.
South Bend Don't Break. So tell me a little bit about Homegrown Hype and what you guys are doing down there in South Bend for the scene.
We're trying to most of our time is spent on doing events throughout the month, or trying to do like karaoke nights. We do karaoke every week. We do open mic every week. Just kind to offer more of a platform for people to just hang out throughout the week, get some music going on. We also want to push local artists to grow their own flowers. Get more established in the community, whether it's doing more things for yourself or trying to get involved with helping out others with their artistic endeavors. We're just big on figuring out what it takes to grow as an artist, where you want to go, what you want to do, and how the best way to kind of get there without losing your mind along the process.
Sure.
I feel like that's a lot easier to do as an artist, getting in the music industry, getting into any kind of artistic platforms that you want to do. If you're trying to act,
Well, and as truly a cheerleader of the scene, it's not just the artists that you're out there helping out, because those events that you just listed, those are taking place across multiple venues.
For sure,
right?
Yeah. So it's nice to partner even with local business, local establishments. I think early on that was one of our goals, is to find out not only what other artists were doing, but what other local establishments were new and upcoming that would we could all grow together. It's easy to cheerlead for local artists, but cheerleading for business is important too, and you find that a lot of those places want to find a new artists to work with or work to bring into their establishment. So it's been a really great growing ecosystem that we're building around Niles and South Bend for sure.
Yeah, well, and that's what I love about the trading cards too, because it's not just local artists, it's not just entertainment venues, but you've got some of the great local restaurants on there, and for those in the audience that don't know, you guys, you design, you draw the cards, right?
Yeah, I draw all the cards.
Yeah.
That's been a really cool thing for us. Not only for us to give back to local artists and businesses like you said, but throughout the research process, we end up finding so many new things and new places and new people. So for us, it's been really cool to, it started as something that we kind of just wanted to do for our friends, highlighting some of our friends that did music or, we're working on things. And then it grew to so much bigger than what it originally started. So it's been great. It's been a learning experience for us, and I think that's what kept powering it for as long as it has been. So
it's a nice little almost roadmap for the scene, because I get a new pack of cards, I'm flipping through those things, I'm like, I don't know what this place is. I need to check it out.
And on the back you include their social media information. So it's a great way to it's like a business card. You taking something nostalgic like a trading card and adding a new element to it. It's a new way of doing artist promotion. You're getting a random pack of cards for one person that you thought you may get, and we kind of did it Pokemon style. You never know what you're gonna get in a pack. So it just brings that, that mystery involved, and, you're learning something about each person or each business that you may get in a pack. So it's cool to take something like that on a, that started with, sports teams and all the, all these major concepts, and doing it for your own community, and, figuring out ways to give people their flowers. And,
it's really fun too to be at a show and being like, hey, I've got 2 of these. You want to trade? And you're still like, it's like back to middle school.
We try to have a couple trading card parties throughout the year, so it's really cool. People coming with binders. It's like, oh, this is actually working. This is, this was not just a bad random idea that we had one night. This is actually something that the community bought into.
Oh no, it's one of the best ideas I've seen.
Thank you so much.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Wish I was a kid again. Good one.
I'm the block Robert De Niro. The spots covered in mirrors. Ops color me hero. Hot stuff to these weirdos. Yeah. Ooh, I think they like me. Zeus all in his white tee. Do something to my wifey. Get bruised there very nicely. It's too scary to spite me. Crew, they're very hyphy. Yeah. Blueberry the coupe and scoop my boo a icy cup. Step inside this truck. Let me size this up. Every time it's us. Never time enough. Nah. The block Robert De Niro, whips covered in churros, hits covered in plurals. It's easy. Summertime, summer's mine, summer flame. Numbers lie, never mind, never stain. Summertime, summer rise, summer games. Numbers lie, so do I. Look, summertime, summer's mine, summer flame. Numbers lie, never mind, never stain. Summertime, summer rise, summer games. Numbers lie, look, I'm the block Idris Elba, right? All the youth know I'm truth in the booth. Get the loot, got a scoop I can sell ya. Need banks, no it's out. Nah, let me chill, I don't want bad karma. In my bag when I'm mad charming. Running laps, look at that margin, this was a fix. Y'all, any wins ain't stopping. Look around, CD band back popping, we in the mix. I just went and matched with the flows, running laps to the trackers and gold. Took a dip to the actual codes, took it. Now I'm back with the golds. Tell them this, cause I actually know. Summertime, summer's mine, summer flame. Numbers lie, never mind, never stain. Summer tie, summer rhyme, summer games. Numbers lie, so do I, yeah. Summertime, summer's mine, summer flame. Numbers lie, never mind, never stain. Summertime, summer rise, summer games. Numbers lie like I'm the block, HeyZeus. That's right, I love art, fast cars, and the MCU. Maybe sparking A2 while baby parking blaze roofs. It's a kickback. Yeah, just send that the cash flow exact. My last flow kidnapped the path so intact. How the prime seems goated, the rhyme zeroed it, my slime's decoded. I am the Da Vinci of rap. It's only facts when they mention my stacks. They always ask what keep bringing me back. What keep bringing me back? Honestly, I don't know. Just probably a few things. My love, a few things. Love for the game. My love for Legos. That keeps me bringing back. Keeps me motivated, interested. That's about it though. Music and Legos. Those are great.
What is it about? I mean, so we'll get to the music in a second, but you're incredibly talented.
Thank you so much.
Could probably be doing this a lot of places. So what is it that keeps you doing this in the Michiana region?
Honestly, it's home, and it's always cliche to say, but I remember growing up around the area, and small town, small kid, you can't wait to get out of here. You can't wait to travel to these big cities and to the big markets, because you believe like that is going to be like the difference maker for you. And as I got into performing music, I did get to go to a lot of those places, and I would have fun, but there was always this like reminder, like, man, I can do that back home. Like those places are cool, but also like we can make South Bend cool, in some sort of ways. Like a lot of my favorite artists are from South Bend, so like why not take a lot of this energy that we give to these bigger markets and try to grow a lot of that back home to to have something to be proud of, something that and it just kind of worked out. And for me, it just became more and more prideful to see how things are changing and evolving, and there's a lot more opportunities for our artists, and there's just so much going on now. I always say that there's like, you can have an event one night and there's probably 5 other events going on, and it sucks to like miss out on those other events. But I remember a time when there weren't 5 events going on in one night. So it's great to know that the artistic music culture, the whatever's going on, it's growing, and I couldn't be more happy about it for sure.
Yeah, it so is, because anytime I hear someone say that they're bored or there's nothing to do, I'm like, I need you to look at my calendar, because any given night, like you said, there's 5 things to do. It's not there's nothing to do. It's which one do I go to? Do I go to the open mic
it's
or
too much going on?
Yeah, right. Like, which is a great problem to have.
It is. It's a lot of times it's more unfortunate than like, you know, I don't know, like it's really cool though. Like I'm I can just think of so many nights where I've been at show, even like my shows, thinking like, man, like this is cool, but I kind of wanted to go to. Yeah. I kind of want to check out another show tonight.
Can I bounce out?
Like, can I leave early? Like, if I like cut half the set, you know, would anybody notice? But yeah, it's cool though. I'm honored to know that I'm a part of it, to be to be a cheerleader, to be a contributor of it. I always joke around that I'm like, you know, like the South Bend liaison. So,
sure.
You know, get a fancy name.
Well, and in a true sign of like how all the collaboration works. I remember seeing the show at the Rocky Button, and it was Lalo Kura, and then you, and then you performing with them behind you, and that performance blew my mind.
That was so fun.
This is what the scene's about right here, right?
Yeah, and it's so cool because our band share a drummer, so it makes, you know, nights like that a lot more seamless than a lot of people would know. You know, it's kind of just one of those like, like, you know, before you guys end, I'll just hop on, you know, do a couple songs and just stay on the drums, and we can just make it into this one big set, you know. And we have 2 completely different styles of music, so that was probably like one of the cooler, like, wait, what? Oh, okay, this does work, you know. So it was great. It was a lot of fun. I wish we could do that a lot more often. Actually,
I mean, in my mind, that bill wouldn't have been something I would have ever thought of. But as soon as I saw you guys together, I'm like, this makes sense.
This makes sense. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. But there is so much of that too. You see so many of the local bands where it's like, you know, this he plays this over here and that over there and this over there.
Exactly.
It's a wonderful part. It's a very familial local scene.
It is. It kind of it always seems to work. And the cool part about it is, even though, you know, like, even for instance, you know, HeyZeus and Lalo, you know, it's completely different genres. I rap, they do Latin fusion. So to know that he's so talented at drumming that you could play like 2 completely different styles. I feel like he used to play for a country band as well. So it's like he played for all these different genres of music, but you're excellent at all 3 of them. It's just a credit to how talented a musician he is, and so many others. You know, it's awesome to see that all these bands have like killer musicians. They have amazing singers, and like we're all like neighbors. Like we see each other at restaurants and at, you know, bars, and, you know,
having coffee, having coffee.
You know, you go to a restaurant and like, oh man, you know, I'll see you at your show tonight. You know, so it's cool to know that all of these people are in like arm's length of you. You know, it's super inspiring. It's like this ever going, you know, positive, you know, music energy going on. Like, it always like sounds corny, but it's real, you know. It definitely is a testament to how natural it is to want to keep going when other people around are doing really well at what they're doing too.
Yep.
Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Won't you come on over? Why don't you come on over? Won't you come on over?
Please.
Stop making a fool out of me.
Chat, if I could walk on water, I go a little bit farther. Just be a little bit smarter. Go a little bit farther than have me a little blue card with someone's daughter. That's an all-out slaughter. Need a witness. Baby been on my wish list. Very gifted, might get her for Christmas. Rapping sickness, vaccine in my penses. Grab your lenses, snap this with the quickness. Cheese, but please no autographs when we link up. Wait, let's the contract higher than Jesse Pinkman. I break bad with everything that I think of. Ice glass and everything that I drink up. Yeah, we were live at the Granada 1 week. Took a chandelier pic, had a really nice speech, but forgot to use it. I was litty, I was geeked up. In the city, I'm goated, I got my feet up, cheese. But please, no autographs when I come through. Less the contract higher than what the blunt do. I'm a wild guy, really, we like the stunt crew. And the time flies, baby, we having fun too. Oh no, they won't undo. They gon' send the wild guys just to haunt you, yeah. They don't never spit facts, they don't keep it over wax. Let me run it right back while I walk on water. I go a little bit farther, just be a little bit smarter. Go a little bit harder than have me a little blue Carter with someone's daughter. That's an all-out slaughter, need a witness. Baby been on my wish list. Very gifted, might get her for Christmas. Rapping sickness, vaccine in my pens is. Grab your lenses, snap this with the quickness. Jeez. Please. Yeah. Won't you come on over? Won't you come on over? Won't you come on over? Please. Yeah, I implore you. Yeah, if I could walk on water, I go a little bit farther, just be a little bit smarter, go a little bit harder, than have me a little blue Carter with someone's daughter. That's an all-out slaughter. Need a witness, baby been on my wish list. Very gifted, might get her for Christmas. Rapping sickness, vaccine in my pens is. Grab your lenses, snap this with the quickness. Cheese.
So let's talk about your music for a minute. So looking back, I actually apparently have some homework to catch up on because I didn't realize how far back your catalog went. But our researcher Clay, he was showing me stuff from all the way back to 2018, and then the list of releases from then on up. I mean, let's talk about that. So what leads you to the just the abundance of releases?
You know what's funny? When I first got into recording music, I did not do it on my own. I would go to different places to record, and I would have some really good recording experiences, and I would have some kind of, not so good ones. And I remember getting to a point where I was super discouraged about like not being able to release music, oddly enough. And I was kind of down in the dumps about it. And eventually I ended up getting my own equipment to kind of try to practice and learn the basics of like, all right, if you really want to do this, try to at least learn enough so that I could record myself and release the song.
So you're talking about the engineering aspect
the engineering
of it? Or
aspect
the
of
beats,
it. Yeah, just the engineering aspect of it. Luckily enough, I had a lot of friends that were producers and beat makers. So I had everything, everything was, I was able to write, I could get production, but I just couldn't record it. So it was like this nagging, like, incomplete, this incompletion, So when I finally got to the point where I was like comfortable enough to, record and engineer myself on my own, it was just like, there's no way that I fought all of this and paid for all this stuff and would spend like weeks and weeks and weeks like listening to one song, trying to, tweak it. So it was this like, I have to put this music out. I was always super self-conscious about my voice. Like I still to this day like hate the way my voice sounds on recording. But I've grown to accept it. I've grown to really love and appreciate it. But I think earlier on it was this, the only way I'm going to get over it is if I keep putting stuff out. The only way I'm going to get comfortable with how I sound, with releasing music, with recording and engineering is to keep putting it out, taking that criticism, that feedback, what songs people enjoyed, what songs, not so much, and just trying to keep going and keep going. And after so long, I ended up with, I think I made a playlist of all the music that I released, and it was over like maybe like 2-3 hours of music. And it was just like, I have a lot of songs out, but after a while it just became this like, rush. Like I just enjoyed it. It was weird for me because I never thought that I would get into music. And then once I did, it was like, this is the only thing that I want to do, So it was cool to get to reach that moment for sure.
So you are, a lot of it's they're singles or maybe some EPs, that kind of thing. Is there going to be a HeyZeus album at some point?
Yeah. So I have released. I have a bunch of singles. Mm-hmm. I have a few EPs, and I probably have a handful of like 10 to 15 track albums mixed in there.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a sprinkling of a little bit of everything. I do want to kind of make like a greatest, like a greatest hits like album. I want to like go back and remaster a bunch of old songs that I've done in the past. I think that'd be a really cool idea to do. But yeah, I'm always working on stuff. I'm continuing to work on things. I do want to release, maybe like a couple more albums really soon.
So is it a matter of you get to a point where you've got so many songs and it's okay, we've got enough for an album, or is it, do you go for a certain theme or concept that collectively makes the album up? Or?
A little bit of both, honestly. I think for the longest time it was just, collecting a bunch of songs that kind of fit and sounded well, structuring them, whether it's, 3 to 5 songs or 10 to 15 songs. That kind of coexist in something that I felt was, a nice project. I would just release in that kind of way. But as I've gone and gotten older and been through more, experiences, I guess, as an artist and as a performer, I've been more focused on kind of curating projects that are more thought out and themed, and I want to eventually make a album that is kind of I don't want to give too much away, but it's I want it to be like based in food. So yeah, I'll just say that. But yeah, so I'm trying to do more well thought out projects, as I've become more comfortable with, my voice and my sound and my structures and how I do things. So I'm proud of the way I've grown as an artist, for sure.
Excellent. Well, and so the most recent release, it was back in April, I think. It was the End Zone single.
Yes.
Talk about that one a little bit.
That is a really fun, upbeat record that I have out now. It's cool because the original beat was actually about, I want to say like 6 minutes long. It was like 3 different segments in one beat, and that was actually the end of it. And I just remember like cycling through the music, like, I like this first part. The second part, I like this. Maybe not as much as the first part. And then it gets to the last, and I just froze, like, all right, that's it.
Yeah,
that's the part that I want to use. But it's a really, like I said, it's a really upbeat, high energy song. I love performing it. It's really it's a real crowd pleaser, I would say. But it is my, like, I'd say it is my my South Bend dedication song.
Yeah.
It's like my proud to be a kid from South Bend song. So.
Well, and you hit it right there too, because one of the things about your live shows is the energy you bring. I don't care how small the stage is, or you could be standing in the corner somewhere, but just like you bring this epic energy to whatever you do, and everyone is engaged in it, and I love it. That song fits right in there.
It's cool because it kind of starts off like melodramatic, like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then as soon as it beats, it's like, all right, we're here with you. We're here to
party, right?
We're here to party. We're here with you. We're running around. Whatever you say we're doing, we're with you, bro. So
yep.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those high energy, captivating songs that I love. And I'm a production like geek. So like, if the beat is amazing, like I'm instantly just like brainwashed, like, all right, I love this. What can I do to add to this to make sure that people are going to hear this and they're going to enjoy this production as much as I do? I think that's probably one of my like major thought processes when writing music is like, I love this beat.
Yeah.
How can other people love this beat just as much as I do?
Yeah.
And that probably goes into my song structure creation just as much as probably anything, for sure.
Well, and shout out to the beat makers out there too.
Yeah,
often don't get enough credit for it. Yeah,
for sure, they do not. I've tried to make beats, and I am incredibly bad at it.
Yeah.
I want to get back into it eventually because it is fun.
Yeah.
And I think it's so cool to be an artist that like makes his own production and being able to, know both worlds, and it's a collab, So
yeah.
I view production just as important as lyrics a lot of times. Like, it helps bring, the two are, it's like a perfect marriage of art, when you're releasing a song or you're putting out a song or you're putting it together an album. So most of the projects that I have, a lot of them are you know, if it's an album, the 9 times out of 10, I try to have one producer for the entire album. So that way, even sonically, it flows better to have a lot of the beats having some of the same, you know, rhythms or same grooves or same instruments or whatever. So I'm big. I'm like a music snob when it comes to production. I just love it so much. It's it's the first thing you hear, you know, a lot of times.
And
so
it doesn't sound the same without it.
Exactly. It's not even close.
So is there gonna ever be I don't know, like a sampling of one of your favorite South Bend artists that serves as your beat? Anything like that? I mean,
ooh,
there could be some fun ones out there.
You know what's funny? I've never thought about it, but just now
put that out in the universe.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I feel like, that's a really good idea.
Well, you know, you just noodle on that in the back of your mind next time you're thinking about it.
Because I was just about to like throw out some names, but I'm not gonna throw out names. I have to like
don't make any promises.
Exactly.
Otherwise, there's gonna be a South Bend Beats album. That's gonna be the next concept.
And then I would get like, hey man, you forgot to. And next time it's too much. I just but that's a incredible idea though for sure.
I'm here to help. So I have one really hard hitting question I do have to ask you.
Ooh, okay.
So how did you feel about the Frasier revival?
Oh my goodness, I love it so much. And I'm one of those people that even if it was bad, I would still say that I love it so much just because of how important Frasier is to me. You
just got to be back in that world.
Yeah, right? It's like I would binge the original series so much that it's like, you know, like scenes and like quotes are like always in my brain.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where like after a while, I think a lot of the streaming services didn't have the original series anymore. So I was like having like withdrawals. Like I don't have this soothing like psychiatry, like goofball voice, you know, telling me little quips throughout the day anymore. Like my life is like different without Frasier Crane. So when they announced it, it was like, all right, he's back.
Yeah.
I'm back. we're both back. They can't get rid of us. So I love it so far. It's been cool to see Frasier. It's been cool to see them kind of adapt to a lot of modern takes and a lot of modern stories and elements. I think I'm always like, I follow like their Instagram page now, so I'm always like, all right, who's gonna be on this season? You know, so they're bringing back a lot of old familiar faces. So I'm excited to see them. I'm probably gonna tear up a little bit. You know, Frasier's that's very very close to the heart.
I do know it. I do know.
Yeah. Just vibe. Come on, just vibe. Come on, just vibe. Yeah. She gave me a Stella, I brought the groove back. Been waiting to tell her where all the clues at. Just keeping it honest with all these new facts. Never breaking the promise with all my mood raps. Cause we locked in. The kid saying it's the new ride or die. I miss waking up with you by my side. Yeah, come on. She gave me a Stella, I brought the groove back. Been waiting to tell her where all the clues at. Just keeping it honest with all these new facts. Never breaking the promise with all my mood raps. Cause we locked in. Come on, the kid saying it's the new ride or die. I miss waking up with you by my side. Damn. But you ain't been home since the levees broke. You ain't been wrong since a belly poke. Now I gotta tell you no. You just wanna star in a heaven roll. Settle for a charm with a telescope calm. But I'm petty though. I mean the bomb in my palm and it's armed and it's gone. If you let me know, throw shit explosive. Wait, you ain't been home since that one time you ran off in road trips and landmarks you won't miss. The queen of the skirt, the king of the first word. We team up for sure they won't get. The code switch, bold shit, 5 rings, 1 team, cold shit, ballin', wait, fallin', wait, crawlin', hold up, operator, I'm just calling ya. Please pick it up and reroute me. Nah, she ain't at home, she down in South Beach and I'm just calling, I'm just falling. Hold up, operator, I'm just stalling ya. Please switch it up if you doubt me. Nah, I ain't at home, I'm busy high in my zone. Come on, just vibe. I ain't at home, I'm busy high in the zone. Yeah, I ain't at home, baby. Come on, look, she gave me a Stella, we brought the groove back. Been waiting to tell her where all the clues at. with all these new facts. Never breaking a promise with all my move raps. Cause we locked in, cause we locked in, cause we, come on, the kids saying it's the new ride or die. I miss waking up with you by my side. One more time it goes. She gave me a Stella, we brought the groove back. The way in the teller where all the clues at. Just keeping it honest with all these new facts. Never breaking a promise with all my rule raps. Cause we locked in, cause we locked in, cause we, come on, the kids saying it's the new ride or die. I miss waking up with you by my side. One more time, just vibe, just vibe, just vibe, just vibe. Just vibe, just vibe, just vibe. Wait, are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then just vibe, just vibe, just vibe, just vibe, just vibe.
All right, well, before I let you go, what is in the works? We're here, we're moving in toward the fall. So you got some shows coming up. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm actually doing a couple Halloween shows. Nice. I think I'm October 23rd at South Bend Brew Works. Nice. Amazing place with great food. If you're ever in South Bend, check it out.
Yep.
And I am doing a Halloween show at the Rocky Button. Nice. Speaking of the Rocky Button, at the Rocky Button on October 26th.
Okay.
So got a couple shows that week, and then I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the year. It's getting cold, so refocus some things, work on some music for next year.
Take those breaks,
Yeah, take some breaks. It's been a really cool year. I've been able to do a lot of cool things. Got some festivals this year.
Nice.
Yart was really amazing.
Yeah.
I think I'm still on a high from Yart. Shout out to Lauren. That was like one of the cooler.
I think she gets shouted out on the show like every other episode, honestly.
Well deserving too. Well, absolutely well deserving. Lauren is speaking of like South Bend, just like, being like revitalized, like the art scene revitalized. I feel like, Lauren is a huge, and that's like an understatement, a huge part of that. Yeah. I get a lot of inspiration from Lauren. Absolutely. Lauren is like the real deal.
For sure.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be in costume at these Halloween shows?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes to hold myself accountable.
Okay, it's official.
I have to figure out what though. I am like horrible at picking costumes. Just historically really bad at it. So I've been getting better in my performative years, but the plan is to be in costume for. I'm gonna try to do like 2 different costumes, like one each night. A different one for each night. Fingers crossed. That's the goal. But yeah, it's I feel like it adds to the show experience.
It does. You can get you in that vibe.
Like I'm a great performer, but in costume, it's like
Yeah.
Adds to that extra notch for sure.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to those shows. Anything we missed?
No. I'm trying to think. I think we're. I think I have been. Signaled that I need to shout out my.
we're getting signals from afar. What is the universe telling you right now?
I've been signaled by the universe to shout out my favorite producer, Reminisce X. Shout out to Reminisce X.
Yes.
I one of the most talented people that I've ever met in my life. Extremely talented. Shout out to Reminisce X.
Yeah, we're big fans. Big fans.
Huge fans.
Yep.
Number 1 fan.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, somewhere out in the universe, I think Reminisce X is going to get that vibe and hear that. Yeah. So. All right. Well, HeyZeus, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you. This is awesome. This is awesome. I love it out here. I have to come back anytime.
Oh yeah, you're welcome to now's anytime.
Usually people offer that. I just wanted to manifest that offer. Like I am going to come back anytime.
Done. Deal. If anyone says no, just call me up. We'll make it happen.
For sure.
All right. Thank you, HeyZeus.
Thank you. All right, folks. We are circling in here. Enjoying some fresh fruits of my old labor. Need a few checks for all those old favors. After all that we gave, they sent us more takers. Got me out on the stage, stacking more layers. I am really in tune with how the soul shapes us. Can't focus on fools, keep getting more paper and some more pape, smoking on a strong vapor until it's showtime like the old Lakers. The magic I willed, went and wrote up a 32 full of passionate kills, dog. It's a lot, leaving op on the block, really shot. Boy, I'm locked and never passing the rock, you dig? Wait, the cutie is back. I took a year off, see who really can snap. It's kinda clear y'all ain't too good at the craft, and what a shame, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Wow, that's my LOL flow. Play that Jello ball song, y'all be tweaking on the low. Always scheming on a god, turn a demon to a ghost. Really beating all the odds, knowing Z is just a goat. For real, yeah. Shit get wicked when I sing. Only rapper with no jewelry that still be coming clean. No, they think I practice alchemy the way I built the scene out of nothing. And my queen looking scrumptious. Girl, that sugar's so sweet when it's bustin'. I be going OD on productions. Go to sleep, know my dreams still coming like. Enjoying some fresh fruits of my old labor. Still need a few checks for all those old favors. After all that we gave, they sent us more takers. Got me out on the stage, stacking more layers. I am really in tune with how the soul shapes us. Can't focus on fools, keep getting more paper and some more pape, smoking on a strong vapor until it's showtime, showtime, showtime. Nah, the cutie returns with a few more lessons to learn. Like it's back in 04, I think we all got confessions to burn. Well, let me usher out your concerns, sketching out the new terms. Bro, the pen is a purist, the whip is a tourist, the vision is gorgeous. Made a flower company, I'm really a florist. Who put on scoreboard, cause I really score this. I do, yeah. Shit get wicked when I go. Can't be humbled by no funny guy without no fucking quotes. Always got so much to say, still got no fucking jokes. Saying something, and my chick looking scrumptious. Girl, that sugar's so sweet when it's bustin'. I be going OD on productions. Go to sleep, know my dreams still coming like. Enjoying some fresh fruits of my old labor. Still need a few checks for all those old favors. After all that I gave, they sent us more takers. Got me out on the stage, stacking more layers. I am really in tune with how the soul shapes us. Can't focus on fools, keep getting more paper and some more pape, smoking on a strong vapor until it's showtime, until it's showtime. Yeah, until it's showtime, until it's showtime.